Monday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back. Today is Monday, January the 11th. My name's Caroline, and I am recording here in London, Ontario, Canada. I have just a couple of small sort of admin things to say about Friday's video, but I'm going to save those to the end of today and really just very, very brief. But I do have a giveaway to take care of first, so let's do that. The Because Monday giveaway can be found over on the Facebook group called Friday Off the Grid, and every Monday I try to when I have my act together, I try to do a giveaway over there in the Facebook group. So you'll see a photo of the item that I'm giving away, you can leave me a comment, and then the following Monday I choose a winner and then try to get it out the door in under, you know, a few months, because I tend to let them stack up and then I'll send them all out at the same time. So last week's item up for giveaway was a full kit by Madelaine. It is this Home Sweet Home Welcome to the Flakes. There's the chart. It's adorable. The quilt blocks are my favorite, and the mittens. Love those mittens. And there's a peek at the floss that's inside. So this, what year was this? 2010. This was put out, so it's not all that old. I guess that was 10 years ago, wasn't it? I guess when you're not, you know, 20 anymore, 10 years doesn't seem like that long. Anyways, I digress. I pulled a winner already, and the comment that was chosen was Jen Martin. So congratulations, Jen. I'm going to pop this in the mail to you, actually, and I will be able to get it out to you later this week. So Jen, I've already left you a comment on your comment on this post. So if you're on Facebook and you see that, you can email me your address and I will get that to you. It's caroline@evertote.com. Okay, I have another little kit up for offer today. And again, you'll be able to see this on the Facebook group. Now this is a little bit different. This is not a cross stitch kit. This is a very simple needlepoint kit. So this is a very beginner sort of, it's not overly big, but it is adorable. Look at this. Look at that. This is so cute. My brother, I have a brother. He is 8 years younger than me. His name is Steven. My brother Steven and his wife Kathy had a black lab, and his name was Morgan. And Morgan, when did they say goodbye to Morgan? I think it was last year. Early 2019, I think. But every time I see a black lab, I just think Morgan was the sweetest dog, and he was just one of, you know, typical goofy kind of lab, happy to be with you and do what you're doing, and all legs, and he loved the cottage. So just so sweet. Okay, so this is a needlepoint kit, and the cellophane on this I don't think is particularly nice, and that's what I think maybe gives the appearance that the canvas inside isn't the greatest quality, but I actually don't think that's the case. I think it's just a very simple kit with an inexpensive cellophane on the front, so don't be fooled by this. It is, like you can see, 2 out of 5 on the skill level here, and it comes with Zweigart canvas. Now canvas is you know, it looks like the mono canvas that you would do a counted canvas work on. So it's a canvas. I'll bring it up close so that you can see the weave. There you go. So it is a printed photo on a printed design, and then it comes with the wool that you'll need, the tapestry wool. So I think the only thing you'll need is a needle. I don't know that it comes with a needle. Let's see. Oh, it does. It does come with a needle. It's a cotton canvas and cotton yarn. Oh, that's cool, actually. So this is not wool yarn, this is cotton yarn. Oh, that's really neat. Very cool. And look, it's even giving you basic stitching instructions on the back. So if you've never done a canvas, everything that you need is here. Okay, so again, that'll be up for offer on the Facebook group, Friday Off the Grid. That's adorable. Cute. Okay, so I have not had a lot of time over the last few days to do any crafting. I don't think I've shared this with you yet. Savon. So last week, the last time I was working on Savon, I think it might have been Wednesday or Thursday morning with my coffee. I have a rather large error. I did show it on the Facebook group on Friday night, and I said I was going to fix it. I didn't. I just wasn't in the mood to do this on Friday night. And so I left it, and it needs to be done. I know it needs to be done. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So let me show you the mistake, because it actually helps to talk about it. I don't need to do all that much. So if you look at the ecru border that's underneath this center motif, I missed a tooth in the sawtooth border there. So I can't see what you can see, but I think there. I think you can see it now. You see that? So I missed a tooth in the step. I missed a step, and that just threw everything off. So this ecru border needs to all be ripped out here, and then all of this black fill-in here, that needs to be ripped out too. So it's not a huge amount, but I'll tell you what's really funny about this, and it's not funny, haha, but funny, interesting. Many of you will know that these are duplicate patterns in completely different colorways. So I've actually stitched this before, and it's called Arjesh. A-R-J-E-S-H is the matching chart to this. This is called Savon by Landmark Tapestries and Charts. And that was the other of the 5 of these that I've already stitched that I had to rip out a jaw-dropping amount of stitching, because you see this border here? This border that's in here, when I was working on Arjesh, I was on autopilot I think we were on holiday, and I was just, you know, comfort stitching my vacation away, and I wasn't looking at the chart, and I think I missed this middle motif, and I just kept going. Or no, what happened was, it was in this border. Something happened that I just kept going. And then all of a sudden I realized that I had completely missed a motif and was in big trouble. So I had to rip. So imagine this is upside down. I think I had to rip out from like here to there, because I just was on fill-in duty, and you know, I just made a complete mess of it. That was fun. So it's interesting that it's the partner piece to Arjesh that I am going to have to do some ripping out. The other stitching that I worked on was my the Furlanda HKVH stitch along piece that I'm working on. The pattern can be found in the Silk Stitching app or over on the Historische Stickmuster website. I was just distracted there for a moment because it reminded me that Dorothy has actually sent me an email that I believe has video in it, and I haven't watched it yet because, well, Friday happened, and then that sort of took over. I shouldn't say Friday happened. Friday didn't happen to me, but I put out the video, and then I was having lots of conversations from Friday and lots of emails on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I haven't watched Dorothy's message yet. I think, okay, I'm going to ask Dorothy if it's okay if I can share it with you tomorrow. I think it is, because I think she's got some footage in there of her shop. So I will, I'll try to put that in tomorrow. Anyways, it was because I was trying to say Historische Stickmuster. And Dorothy, of course, has offered me a correct and clear way to say it. And I remember reading her words, and she said that she'd done that in her video. So I should just have it beside me and you know, record it on my phone or something and just hit the play button every time I have to say it. Okay, so the Fiolanda Stitch Along HKVH pattern that I'm working on, I did do a little bit of, I put a few stitches in that. I've got a couple, maybe 1 or 2 more motifs since the last time I shared it with you. I'm starting on the bottom left corner, and I'm working my way across the entire bottom border first, and then I'm going to work my way up. I'm using a 36 count RandR Reproductions fabric in the color Winter Brew, and it's a silk, Missus Sedas silk in the colorway Rouge. One thread over 2. I debated trying 2 threads over 2, but I was happy enough with the coverage of 1 thread that I thought I would just stick with that. So I'm going to pop in a photo right here of where I'm at with that. So some progress, a little bit of progress, not too bad. The other thing that I worked on, I tend to take my project bag down to the dinner table, and so I have been working on my sock only the dinner table when my father-in-law comes to eat with us. So he comes from Thursday through Sunday, so 4 nights a week he's with us for dinner, and he has quite a bad back. And so it's best for him to sit in a hard-backed chair. So we generally don't tend to leave the table after dinner and go and sit in the living room. We tend to stay at the kitchen table and visit. And so we will spend anywhere from, you know, 2.5 hours sitting, you know, through dinner and then coffee and chat and whatnot. And so I've started bringing my sock project bag to the table. And, you know, while we have coffee, then I'll put in a few stitches into my sock. So I think maybe I've only finished the yellow stripe. Yeah, I think it was, was I done the brown stripe the last time I shared it with you, or was I partway through the brown stripe? I can't remember. So this is, if it will focus, let's see if we can get it to focus first. There we go. This is the 12 Days of Christmas self-striping sock yarn from Timber Yarns, www.timberyarns.com, and it is a beautiful self-striping sock yarn. I love it. I thought I was ready to do the toe, but I've measured it and I'm not. I think I need to do 2 more stripes. So there will be a blue stripe and another brown stripe, and then time for the red toe. So that is, yeah, that's, you know, might as well sit and knit while you're visiting. The other thing that I did, see, this is why I switched over to the sock, because I started out at the dinner table with my Caroline shawl. But I'm on the lace panel. So the lace work in the middle there, it's very simple lace. It's a very, very simple pattern. But if you're not concentrating on the lace, this is a pattern by my friend Josh Moll on Ravelry, and all of the project information is in the drop-down box below. It on the other side, so on the wrong side, it's a purl row back. But if you're not paying attention in that lace row of knitting, if you don't pay attention, it's so easy to miss a yarn over, or, you know, do something that then is going to muck up the next couple of rows, and then I'll have to rip it back and fix it. And so I thought maybe this wasn't the best dinner table conversation knitting until I get back to the garter section. So I think I'm maybe a quarter done the garter section, I think, of the second panel. Shawls like this always look so much better once they've been washed and blocked. So that was really funny, because that expression to me, I used this expression the last time I talked about it. I said it looked like the dog's breakfast. That's a really common expression. Maybe it's just common in Canada. At least I'm assuming that it is. Other Canadians can speak up and let me know. But it looks like dog's breakfast is something that we say all the time. So it was really funny for me to see that some of you had never heard that expression before. So basically it looks awful until you wash it and block it, and then all of this lace work just opens up and everything is just beautiful. You're just gonna have to trust me. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. So this yarn is a Madelaine Tosh Twist Light in the Jade colorway. Twist Light is a 75% merino, 25% nylon. And this color is just, I don't know. I'm not usually a green person, but boy, oh boy, did I ever just fall in love with that color. I shouldn't say I'm not a green person. There are just some greens that I just love. I don't wear green. I think that's what I should say, because I love green. I like green, but I never wear green, ever. I always wear, you know, my Merlot or burgundy. That's just my favorite color. So to choose something like this was way out of my comfort zone. But I love it. I just love it. So I'm really happy to finally be knitting it. Oh, did I show you? I picked up a couple of, I'm often asked about my needles, knitting needles for my sock. I knit on a small circular needle. So I knit on it's called a 9-inch small circular. So a 9-inch fixed circular, the tips don't come off. It's just a little small, little tiny circle. And I picked up a couple of extra needles I picked them up for John to give me for Christmas. Let's just say that. And I picked them up from the Little Red Mitten. So I think that they offer these online if you're looking for little circles. But the Chiaogu, I love Chiaogu needles, and I'd never tried their little 9-inch circular. So I got these, and I tucked them into my, there you can see the needle there. Isn't it cute? They're so itty bitty and cute. I usually use a 2.25 millimeter, that is translated as a US number 1. So US 1 in my language is a 2.25 millimeter. Love them. So I'm excited to try these out because as right now I'm using the needle I have that I'm using for my Christmas sock is I think it's a Hiya. Yeah, this is a Hiya Sharp. I have one very precious signature knitting needle, 9-inch circular, that was a Christmas gift from my friend Adrian. They are rather dear in price, so I'm not sure that I will ever purchase another one. It's very nice to have, and I use it all the time. That's the one in my, is that the one in my other sock? Because actually I can show you that one too, because that's pretty cool. No, that's a Hiya as well. Where is my, I bet you it's in my Fruity Pebbles sock. Okay, hold please. Which I have here because, nope, that's a Hiya too. Where is, okay, so it's not in my Fruity Pebbles sock. Okay. I know where it is. Are you ready? Okay, again, hold please. I'm reaching for my other. Somebody asked me about this bag a couple weeks ago. I know I haven't, I have a little bit more of this fabric. I can make a couple more, but it won't be for a few weeks. It just won't be for a few. Aha, here it is. I found it. It's on my biscuit sock. Remember my biscuit sock? This is a pattern by Lorraine from L&S Crafts. My biscuit sock. Here's my signature needle. Okay, so I have one. It's very precious. The Hiya needles are quite a bit more affordable. And if you're having trouble finding them, I think you can get them directly from hayahaya.com, I think. I'm not sure. All of mine I originally purchased through my local yarn shop, Knit Stitch, when she was in her original shop in London. Okay, so the 2.25 signature needles are green, so they're color coded. The different sizes are color coded, so 2.25 is green. And the really cool thing about the small circular is that you can purchase it so that one of the tips is super pointy, super sharp, and then the other tip, see that? The other tip is a little bit more dull. And so when you're knitting, if you're the type of knitter like me who tends to use your finger to help slide your stitches along, and I've heard that's a bad habit, but I'm not quite sure why it's a bad habit. Maybe if you know why it's a bad habit, you can let me know, and maybe I'll be convinced that I should try to stop doing it. But it means that you're not really poking your finger as severely as you would from the super pointy end. The super sort of stiletto tip, I think they call it the stiletto tip on the signature needle, is nice for knitters who have a tighter tension, because it helps slip the tip of the needle into the stitch a little bit more easily. So yeah, that's my biscuit sock, which, as you can see, has not progressed at all since I started it, and then did a little bit more. I am on the leg, such as it is. And then, you know, December happened and I got into Christmas socks. This yarn, I love this yarn. I love this yarn. This is by, look, it's green again. It's green. Polka Dot Creek is this yarn. Another indie Canadian dyer from Airdrie, Alberta. Polka Dot Creek. This is Pistachio Nut Crunch. It did come with 2 minis. I'm not even close to getting to the heel yet, so we'll worry about that another day. There we go, Polka Dot Creek. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. I'm impressed with this yarn. I love it. I love the color of that. It's really gorgeous. So, been very pleased with that. So, yeah, too many things to do and not enough time. Okay, so I've shown you everything now, and this time that I've come to visit with you today was my coffee break time, and my coffee break time is now over. I have to get back to work. Like I mentioned before, I am a little bit behind where I was hoping to be at this point with my work for Evertote, getting orders out the door. So like I was speaking at the beginning of the video, how I had a little bit of admin stuff to talk about on Friday. I'm just going to briefly touch upon that now, and then that'll be it for today. So if you'd like to say goodbye and I'll see you tomorrow, then I'll see you tomorrow. Friday, if you've been watching the channel for a while and you caught Friday's video, you'll know well by now that it was an opinion piece that I spoke about my feelings on what happened in the United States last Wednesday, and the subsequent conversations that happened in the comment field. Everything is there. So if you have any other questions about anything that I said, or you're curious more information about how I feel, or you want to question me on anything, I would only ask that you go into the comment field and read through. You're going to find a number of streams in there where I left multiple comments in dialogue back and forth. There were really only a couple of sort of, I'm going to say, unpleasant exchanges. And in fact, one of them, the commenter has since deleted it, her comments to me. So just in the interest of full disclosure, I have not deleted anything that I have said. Everything that I have said in response to everything that was said on Friday is there. In addition to that, I people will say it's very easy to give an opinion when you know that all you're going to get is positive feedback and reinforcement. And I can see that. I can see that because there was some negative, but there was a lot of positive. There was a lot of, yes, I agree with you, and you know, this is great, and which is not what I'm not asking for more of that. I'm not going out looking for it. But for those who say that's all I want, and it's easy to do something like this when you know that there's going to be a positive response, please know that what you see on the channel is not everything that I receive. So you don't see everything that I receive, because it is often a lot easier to be unkind when you don't think anyone can see it. So to that end, I have received some emails, and I will not be responding to emails that were looking for emails not really looking for discussion. And even looking for a discussion, if we don't know each other like personally, I'm not going to have a private discussion in my email about a situation, about opinions like this, because I don't want my words misconstrued. Or if I say something badly, I'd like the chance to correct it. I would like the chance to speak up for myself. And so what can happen is, when these things are in private, words can be misconstrued, or you can be misrepresented, and I want everything to be, you know, clear, out in the open. This is what I said, this is how I feel, and this is how I will respond. So that's just to say that I won't be responding to private emails. Everything that I've said has been public, and I really thank you for respecting that. That is it for me today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a very short video, because I am really trying to work hard to get the remainder of these orders completed and out in the mail. I will have another FedEx box going out probably Wednesday afternoon. So if you still have an order in that you have not received shipping confirmation for from Evertote, from me, you will be receiving that by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. And then all of those open orders that are in the shop will be complete and out the door. I am in the province of Ontario, Canada. We are in another lockdown. Our numbers are still going up. So it's important that I try to keep my trips out to do things like dropping off FedEx boxes to a minimum. So instead of going out, you know, every day, every other day with a box of orders, I'm trying to batch them together. So you may receive a shipping notice today or tomorrow, but that box may not get into the U.S. Postal Service, the USPS or Canada Post, might not actually get into the Postal Service until the end of the week, even though it's packaged and I've paid for the postage and all of that, only because that will happen. Sarah's been doing that for me the last 2 weeks, and then I will batch them together and then send them all out together at the same time to minimize the amount that I'm going out. So yeah, 2021 so far is looking a lot like 2020. Anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you're well. I hope that you're safe and that you have some time tonight to do some crafting of your own. And I will see you tomorrow. If I have a little bit of time tonight, I think I'm going to try and rip out the stuff on Savon that needs to come out. I'll see if I can get to that tonight, and then maybe I'll show it. If I know that I have to show it to you tomorrow, maybe that will make it a priority on my before I go to sleep tonight. I'll do that. Okay. So I will see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Happy stitching.